Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Matt. And today we'll be talking about Keith Richards' favorite recipe.
Yes, Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones, the best rock band ever.
What do you think Keith Richards' favorite food was?
I'd say sushi or caviar.
Nope. It's shepherd's pie.
Oh.
He's a mean potatoes man.
Okay then, let's get cooking.
So now we're going to tell you what you need to make this recipe.
6 medium potatoes, a quarter cup of milk, a tablespoon of butter, a pinch of nutmeg, salt and pepper, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 onions, a tablespoon of chopped parsley, 1 teaspoon each of thyme and sage, 1 pound of ground beef, a quarter cup of water, 2 carrots, 2 teaspoons of all-purpose flour, 1 beef bouillon cube, 1 teaspoon of sugar, Dijon mustard, Worcester sauce, and ketchup.
The first step to cooking is to wash your hands. A good trick is to count your ABCs.
The first step is to peel the potatoes. Did you know potatoes, they don't only taste great, but they can also act as a battery to power small appliances like clocks and light bulbs.
The next step is to boil the water.
After you peeled out the potatoes, cut them into smaller pieces and then put them in boiling water and boil them until they're tender. As you can see, the water has come to a boil. Now we can put our potatoes in. But first, make sure you set a timer for 10 minutes. You should wear some oven mitts because the water tends to splash when you pour them in.
Next step is to cut the onion. Have you ever wondered why onions make you cry? It's because a substance is released when you cut the onions, and it interacts with the substance in your eyes, which makes you cry. A way to prevent your eyes from watering is to cut the onions under cold water.
Also, when the potatoes are boiling, we also have time to chop the carrots because we'll also need them later on in the recipe. From when you've peeled them, you can start chopping them. Now that the potatoes have come to tenderness, we can now drain them. It's important to get all the water out.
Now we have to mash the potatoes down until they're smooth and fluffy.
Now we add a quarter cup of milk, a tablespoon of butter, and just a pinch of nutmeg. A pinch is where you grab a spice with your thumb, your index finger, and your middle finger. When you're finished with the potato mixture, you can now put a lid on to keep it warm. And continue with the rest of the recipe.
So now we're moving on to the meat mixture. What we have to do is heat 2 tablespoons of oil on a skillet on medium heat.
It's a good idea to measure over a small bowl just in case we spill.
So now we're going to add the chopped onions, chopped parsley, then a teaspoon of thyme, then a teaspoon of sage. Cook this for 5 minutes or until the onions are softened.
Our quarter cup of water and pound of beef. And we have to stir frequently to break up the meat. By the way, the difference between regular, lean, and extra lean ground beef is that regular has the most fat, which is 30%. Lean ground beef has 17% fat, and extra lean has only 10% fat.
When the beef is no longer pink, stir in the carrots and reduce the heat. Reduce the temperature and then cook for 15 minutes.
Next, add 2 teaspoons of flour, a beef bouillon cube, and a teaspoon each of sugar, Dijon mustard, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce.
Reduce the temperature and then cook for 15 minutes.
Make sure you butter your oven-proof dish so your meat doesn't stick. Spread the meat mix into the dish and spread the potato mix on top. Be sure to score the potato mix with a fork. Put the dish in an oven that is preheated to 350 degrees. Cook for 30 to 40 minutes. So there's Keith's recipe. It may take some time and effort, but in the end, it's all worth it. It's only shepherd's pie, but I like it. I know, so
that's the essence right there.
I like it, like it.